everyone, welcome back to Dream Daddy. I know it's been quite a while since we posted anything. Last year was very difficult on all of us, and we're just ready to get back into the swing of things, and I'm ready to move on to other games, but I want to finish this one up before I do that, so I'm going to try and wrap up this in this episode so that there's no more Dream Daddy, and we can move on, because I'm sure this isn't the most riveting Let's Play. So gonna do this. We're gonna go with Robert, because everyone expects me to go with Craig, because he looks like Shiro, and that route was easy. So I'm gonna go with Robert, just because that one was so challenging for me, just because he's weird. Let's message him. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. Well, that's sad. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all cut up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I like the song. Ah, I'll bake her favorite pie. I don't bake. I root through the pantry and pull out all of the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into the saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Aw man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries. Salt. If I had too much salt, it'll be saltier than me. Almond extract. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Happy little accidents. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes. Ah, I'll just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here? It's pie. Oh, it's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Yes.
Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient.
Huh?
What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza? Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked the pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Panda. I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible. As it always is. Because I'm amazing. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. What? Dad, your sleeve is on fire! I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Boy! What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. It's too late for this mess! I'm already in bed! I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on the screen. I look out my window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. This was a mistake. If some guy tried to do this to me, I was in bed, I was comfy, I was trying to go to sleep, I would be like, you can honk your horn, I'm asleep, I can't hear you. Can I ask my friends? I sleep through everything. I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Wanna hang? No, I wanna sleep! I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. Where were you all day? I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am in fact not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Of course you don't. Right. 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packs and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car. You can't silently start a car. And we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? I don't know who that is. Tom who? This date is gonna go horribly. Wait, who's... I messed up. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. He's gonna kill me. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert is taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I'm gonna die. Sorry, my head was all, like, hunched up. I know I see why YouTubers they'll all start standing now. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. He likes silence, but I don't think he's okay. Heh. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk, and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Hey.
Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? My death. I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Oh, the music got better. I was really scared. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline, against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Are we gonna go walk in the forest? I like forests. Man, it's all so gorgeous. It really is pretty. This is where I come to... What?
Oh.
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective about how small we are and how nothing really matters and that we're all gonna die. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh crap, that's a knife. Oh. Please don't stab me.
Oh.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either.
There.
Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a heavy, audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? Oh. No. No. I hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. I knew it. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Yeah, nothing gets past you, huh?
Oh.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. That's bad luck. I think. I'm gonna warn you. The last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I am so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh.
Oh.
Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. What? Joshua, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. That's a good way to think. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. I am not a dog. Robert motions at a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? Safety third.
Oh.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my hands. I look at his hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. You can't make a stick... What? You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Knife that wood.
What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Oh! That's a good start. What is it? It's a sharp stick. Careful, don't poke yourself with that. I made a sharp stick! Oh! I lost my... Oh, okay. Oh. It's a popsicle stick! Tell me about this one. Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. Oh. I made a popsicle stick. Give me more! What's the story here? Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight, probably. A tough guy accessory. Give me more! Yay! Is this an egg? What's this? It's an egg. Chicken nugget! Ouija board, whatever that word is. I'm gonna go with a chicken nugget. Please don't eat that. Fine. You made Robert uncomfortable. Good. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Something soft. Louisiana. It's you. I feel like that would be insulting. A self-portrait. Spitting image of you. You made a masterpiece. I am a masterpiece. It's a chopstick! Only one. It is lonely. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick. Ambidextrous. It is alone. It's a stick. Where's your imagination? Give me more. Actually, okay, it got bigger. I accidentally clicked past the thing, but I'm gonna say it's a new friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Thank you. I made a new friend. Now I have like 5 friends. I am getting like, oh no, what is that? I missed a piece. How is it floating? I'm getting really good at this though. A big old dog. I like Sir Horsington the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. I made a gift for Amanda Panda. I'm getting good at this. Oh. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. You are not very attentive. You don't pay attention! Robert, I am dying. I am bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Aww. Hold tight. He hops off the truck, and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. He's prepared. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
Mm-hmm.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching, and I'm falling in love. Oh. I guess. And a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know? Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Sorry, I was not reading in character. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff?
Oh.
Mothman is BS, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoology occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover ghost? I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull. Oh, I love pit bulls. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without an incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea in my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
Really?
It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone or something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big arms too long for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappeared. I hear one yelp from Betsy, and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. No, not the puppy! Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've slept right since. That's a puppy. But I love a puppy. That's terrible. You're lying. Wow, Robert. He's lying. He's got to be pulling my leg. I am so sorry. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl.
Really?
Okay, Robert. Real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
Huh?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. Good, the puppy's safe. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Huh?
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights, and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Really?
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
Really?
We sit in silence for a little while. The fear of whatever that was slowly subsides as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been away lately. I had to get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, ma'am?
Huh.
Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. He's not okay.
Huh. Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag.
Huh.
As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Oh.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going.
Hey.
But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. I'm glad you told me. That sucks. I'm not gonna say that one, because that doesn't gonna help anything. Maybe that's why it's here. The Dover ghost feeds off of your sadness, my sadness. It haunts us in the night. Honestly, it makes sense. I was trying to kid around.
Oh?
To just be devoured for my sins. Boy!
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually. It does. It was a joke.
Oh.
I'm turning the car around. We're going back. No, I don't want to get eaten! Robert slams on the brakes and puts the car in reverse. I've made mistakes! Robert, wait! He stops the car again. You know what? I thought about it. It's not my time yet. I haven't finished watching the Criterion Collection. They just keep adding stuff to it. But, thanks, Joshua. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him.
Oh.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He likes me. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. Aww. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? Busted! I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting.
Yeah.
You know the Mothman is BS, right? Mothman is real. Amanda, you know what? It's fine. I finally decide to go to bed. Yay!
You're
I got-
shooter. I like that.
I got daddy points. I got 8. I like 8. Oh, okay. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Baby, no. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Baby, you gotta talk to me. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. I can't. Oh. Wow. I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster leveler up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Girl. Oh. Okay, that legitimately startled me. My volume's way louder than what it probably is for you. Gosh. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. I sucked at riding a bike when I was little. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. We're gonna make something else. Okay. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a second? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, Are you pregnant? So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. This is so great. I would cry if someone made that for me. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over and... This is beautiful. Oh, she's gonna cry again. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is it? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. That was me. Oh, yeah. What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in unventilated spaces. Carry on. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They told me they were busy studying for Calc AB final. Yikes. So another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. And, that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not text me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together, eating nachos, without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then, they kiss! No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Did she poop the bed too? No, Dad. Please stick with me. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this crappy day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R. say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of texts. Can you believe that? I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, "How could you say that about me?" And I'm like, "Say what about you?" And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. I'm angry for a cartoon character. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots. Boy, not that old. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died, and I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah, I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh, no.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. No, it's not. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that crap. Not all friendships last forever, and high school sucks. These are all true. Very true. Oh gosh. But real friends don't do that kind of crap. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. You're not obligated to be people's friends just because you knew them for a long time. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. She actually said it. Oh. That was great. Alright, I think we have, let's see. I'm gonna stop the recording here just in case I feel like I shouldn't cut out a whole lot. I may just post 2 videos in one day. I'm looking in the wrong direction. I'm just gonna keep playing, so I'll see you in the next episode. I need to put Sandshrew back up there because I keep looking in the wrong spot. Where is Sandshrew? Oh, here he is. Sandshrew! He's so cute.